Star Wars cast is out. What do you think about it? Shut up. Welcome to Wulff Den.
So, on April 29th, 2014, they announced who is going to be in Star Wars Episode VII. Finally, after, all the speculation, rumor, and gossip, all this and that, they finally announced the preliminary cast of the upcoming Star Wars Episode VII. Such talent includes people who we expected were going to return. Harrison Ford, Carrie Fisher, Mark Hamill, the three, people who have to be in this movie, basically.
Who else has to be in this movie?
Anthony Daniels and Kenny Baker.
Yes. Arguably more important than the other three.
Yes. Peter Mayhew is returning as Chewbacca, which...
Was he Chewbacca in the prequels?
He was Chewbacca in everything.
Alright, so that's...
Even in the Clone Wars cartoon.
Really?
Yeah. I think they mocapped him. In addition to them, the new cast of characters were introduced, including actors John Boyega, Daisy Ridley, Adam Driver, Oscar Isaac, Andy Serkis, Domhnall Gleeson, and Max von Sydow. Now, they also released a big black and white picture of the table read for the script. Pretty much everybody's there, along with J.J. Abrams, writer Lawrence Kasdan, producer Kathleen Kennedy. Max von Sydow isn't in there, but allegedly he's only doing a voice. He's not actually going to physically be in
Oh, so he's not important.
No. But I feel like, it's maybe a week old, but it's still something interesting, and there's a lot of rumor and speculation about who's going to play who's left to come, things like that. So, and this was requested by Greg, so thank you for that. So I figure we should talk about this, because this is important.
Well, I know for a fact who John Boyega is going to be playing.
Who do you think John Boyega is going to be playing?
A black guy. I wonder if he's going to be from the same planet as Mace Windu and
Lando. You think?
And the black X-Wing pilot that bleeds from the nose and explodes.
Yeah. So you think all black people are from the same planet in Star Wars?
Yeah, all Asian people are from the same planet in Star Wars.
Are they?
What are they called?
Oh, no, that's different.
How is that different?
I'm so cutting this.
They're Asian.
No, they're not human though. But they are speculating that John Boyega is
going to be a black guy.
Is Lando's relative, which I don't know if that's just racism or what. But
well, where the hell's Billy D then?
He hasn't been announced.
Yeah,
he's too busy on Twitter hashtagging Bring Back Lando, which yes, you should.
I feel like he might be in the next one.
Yeah, like Lando can only be in the second and third part of the trilogy.
John Boyega is definitely not a relative of Lando.
Probably
That's
not.
Just super racist.
Yeah.
Star Wars is inherently racist.
Yes.
But that's like a little over the top.
That's a little too racist.
I don't think they're going to be that racist.
It's also, people forget, inherently sexist.
Yes.
When this cast was...
Because I almost threw up. There's only one girl.
I know.
And she's old as
Well, we're talking about Daisy Ridley.
Oh.
Yeah.
She's not in my list.
She's not on your... No.
I got the Google list.
Daisy Ridley has basically not really been in anything. This is her first, real role. She did, guest spots on, TV here and there, but this is her first big thing. And she's the only new female cast member currently announced. Now...
she hasn't been in anything.
Now, almost immediately when this news hit, everyone was like, why is there only one woman in the cast?
Well, it's Star Wars.
Yeah, traditionally, not excusing it, but traditionally there has really only been one woman in the cast. Once it was announced and all the hoopla came out, they said there's still more roles left to be cast, including a major female part. There's all this rumor that, and I'm going to butcher this name so hard.
We've been butchering all the names.
Yeah. Lupita Nyong'o, she's from 12 Years a Slave.
She won an award.
Yeah, she won the Oscar for that. She is apparently, this isn't confirmed, but she's apparently this close to being in the movie.
Now, if there's one person that I am confident is not going, of the three characters that are coming back.
Right.
there's one that I'm confident is not going to look good, and that's Carrie Fisher.
Her and Mark Hamill have been instructed to get in shape for this movie.
I have faith in Mark Hamill, because he really likes being Luke Skywalker.
Yeah.
But Carrie Fisher, I think, is way too far off the deep end.
I want to go back to the new cast members and sort of speculate who they're going to be. Daisy Ridley, it's almost a sure thing that she's going to be Han and Leia's daughter. You can tell, even the cast picture, she's sitting right in between them. Whether or not this means she's Jaina Solo from the extended universe, we don't know. Hopefully she is, and they don't make up some brand new character. Like, hopefully she's not playing Becky Solo or something like that.
Well, everybody's mad that they announced that the expanded universe is not canon.
Right.
I think they only did that so that they can change it a little bit.
Well,
just like how comic book movies deviate from comic books.
Well, the thing, like, they had to, because the expanded universe is just so messed up that, like, you know,
I don't think it's that insulting.
But at the same time, you know, Jaina Solo has been around for like 20 odd years now. Like, she's an established character with a fan base. To not at least pull that from the expanded universe,
I think they'll pull a lot from the expanded universe.
I hope they know what's important to pull. Like, I hope that if she is playing a solo child, that it is Jaina Solo. Domhnall Gleeson is supposedly going to be Luke's son, so hopefully he's Ben Skywalker, and they make reference to Mara Jade at some point. Other new people in the cast, Oscar Isaac, who, if you haven't seen Inside Llewyn Davis, you should.
He's very good.
He's excellent in that. I read somewhere that he may be playing Kyle Katarn, or or this is like a rebel Jedi, or like a, you know, like the badass Han Solo character.
If he's Kyle Katarn, they can have all my money.
Yeah. He would not only make a great Kyle Katarn, but the fact that Kyle Katarn is in the movie.
If he's Kyle Katarn with the accent he has from Inside Llewyn Davis,
God.
I'm sold, man.
Yeah. That would be fantastic.
Well, he's not going to be Kyle Katarn.
Probably not.
They can't introduce Kyle Katarn like that. Especially with Luke being this old.
Yeah, because like Kyle's like, I think, supposed to be older than Luke anyway. So that would just be very bizarre.
Unless the whole story follows Kyle Katarn, which would be awesome.
Oh my god.
But that's never going to happen.
Yeah, no, we're never going to get that.
That would be... Everybody who's bitching about the expanded universe not being canon, if the whole movie focused on Kyle Katarn, everybody would shut the hell up.
Yeah, who else we got here? Adam Driver, who...
The only one I recognized...
Yeah.
Like, I don't know from what, but I've seen his ugly face before.
He's the only likable character on Girls, and I put likable in quotes because he's even not... Everybody on that show sucks. I'll do another video.
He was a villain in something, was he not?
I don't know if he was a villain in something.
Was he in 24?
He might have been. But since you mentioned villain, the whole big thing is that he is the villain in this movie. Now, whether or not that means he's the big villain or he's like, you know, the henchman villain, and then there's like an emperor waiting in the wings type thing. Because Max von Sydow is playing the villain in this too, because that's all he can play, really. And the villain is not a Sith. So that's interesting.
Weird.
Yeah. Because you'd think, because the whole...
Are they going to do a political thing?
I hope not.
That's why
that's one of the reasons why the prequels were not good. So, Peter Mayhew was in this movie as Chewbacca.
Yeah.
This movie takes...
Imagine if he wasn't. Imagine if he was somebody that he's a Jedi.
Well, here's the thing. This movie takes place 30 years after Return of the Jedi. In the old expanded universe, Chewbacca dies at 15 years after Return of the Jedi.
I hope he dies in this.
So they completely retcon that. That's like the biggest signifier of a retcon there could be.
I don't think it's that big of a deal because, they have to do this 30 years after.
I know they have to do the 30 years after, but
they can't just be like, oh, ever since Chewbacca died. You can't just do that.
They could. they did it in Toy Story 3.
I don't think they should. I think he should die in this, though. That would be sick.
Well,
and it would crush a lot of little kids.
It would crush... So speaking of death... Again, now, this isn't a spoiler because nothing has been confirmed. The movie is not out. We know nothing.
And the expanded universe is all over the place, so don't worry about it.
But for this movie, the big rumor is that Han Solo is going to die.
I'm okay with that, too.
Because there's a lot of speculation and reasoning for that. One, in the first of every trilogy, the mentor figure always dies. Look at Obi-Wan, and you look at Qui-Gon.
What about Mark Hamill, then? I think it's ripe for him to do.
I know, it would make the most sense, for him, because he's going to be the new Obi-Wan. But Harrison Ford hates Han Solo.
Yeah.
Like, nobody hates...
He loves money.
He loves money, yeah. And he loves it. And the weird thing is he loves Indiana Jones. So, like, the theory is he's doing this as a favor so that he can make Indiana Jones 5, which, if you're watching this, Harrison Ford, please don't.
Yeah, don't do that.
Just please don't do that. We forgot to mention Andy Serkis.
Yeah, I was looking right at his ugly face.
Yeah, well, here's the thing about Andy Serkis.
I've seen him before.
Yeah, he's Gollum, he's King Kong, he's the main ape from Planet of the Apes.
Alright, so what ugly guy is he gonna be?
He's basically only motion capture people. You hire Andy Serkis because you want to basically cover him up in computer graphics. So my theory is that he's going to be the body and movement of a character, and Max von Sydow is going to be the voice. Now, Andy Serkis is actually a good actor when he can be himself and not a computerized thing. So that's a little unfortunate for him, but Star Wars isn't above dubbing over an actor, as we've seen.
I have a theory that he will be in a suit.
Like a
Greedo.
Like a Mapek makeup suit?
Yeah, like a Greedo type deal.
See, that's not why you get Andy Serkis.
But the face would be a little more revealed. Because he looks like a freaking alien.
He does.
He's not a good looking guy. Look at him.
Well, that's why all of his major roles are like, he's covered in mocap suits, and they cover over him.
But he's ugly. You can use that. Just like that other guy, Adam Driver.
Yeah.
They're both uniquely ugly.
Yeah, they'll probably make up Adam Driver. Like, Adam Driver, I feel, definitely will get some sort of makeup. Because if he's playing the bad guy, that means you can't look like a normal human being. You have to have tattoos on your face and scars, or be Christopher Lee in Star Wars.
They're going to have Darth Maul's son in this movie.
Well, I hope he has a stupid name like his brother, Savage Opress.
I'd walk right out. If I see anybody that's Darth Maul's race, I'm walking right out.
I am the son of Darth Maul. I am evil bad guy.
That's when you hear me in the theater. I'm out! I'm done! I wonder how many times that's going to happen.
Oh my god.
If one person does that in your theater, it's going to happen the whole rest of the night.
Yeah, and just keep a tally of how many times that happens throughout the whole screen.
Be that guy. Be ripe for getting up and going, I'm out! And then people will follow suit.
The second somebody says Metachlorian, just go, done!
And then you hear people, yep, me too.
So we had a lot of fun hypothesizing and thinking about what the new cast of Star Wars could be, and what's still to come. But let us know what you think about this reveal.
Yeah.
We would like to hear your opinions and your crackpot conspiracy theories.
Just like our crackpot conspiracy theories.
Yep.
Leave it in the comments below. Add us on Twitter at our individuals.
And on the Facebook, we have a group.
And on the Facebooks. Also, if you think we don't post enough, you're an idiot, because we post 3 times a week. You gotta click on the little cog wheel and hit get notifications.
Yeah.
That way, every time we post, you get a notification. And you'll be like, oh my god, I got new stuff. Or just subscribe to us on YouTube.
Yep.
But if you don't do the YouTube thing, do the Facebook.
Also, like this video and share this video. Let the world know that there are 2 brothers in their mother's basement talking about Star Wars.
Thank you very much.
Have a good week. And while Ultimate Spider-Man is a kitty-focused, cameo-laden, juvenile piece of crap, Spectacular Spider-Man is probably the definitive version of the character outside of the comics.
And maybe Kevin Spacey will bring some much-needed great acting, and maybe the story might actually be pretty good. I mean, they did have Gary Oldman in Black Ops, but let's be real here. That story made that pretty forgettable.